Okay, we're sitting in Ystad. Martin Jørgensen,
Yeah,
welcome here.
thank you.
I said before that my Danish is not super good,
No.
and you agree that English is a good way to do this.
Best way, I think, to avoid any misunderstandings.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk a little bit about Ystad and possible collaboration between Gentofte and Ystad and so on. But first, tell us about Gentofte as a club.
Yeah.
What kind of club is it?
Gentofte is a fairly small club. We are limited by our facilities. We only have 2 indoor courts. We have 6 outdoors. 2 of them are Red Plus, so we're actually able to play almost all year as long as there's no snow. But it's still it's a limit, and we have waiting lists in all ages and all levels. So a success like Gentofte Open is not something we can feel on the memberships because there are no more room.
No.
But Gentofte is a nice place. Obviously I work there, so I think it's a nice place, but also what I hear from other players and coaches and everybody coming in from all over Denmark thinks it's a very cozy place to come. Everybody's friendly, smiling, enjoying playing tennis, so it's a very nice place.
Yeah.
Feels like the same here.
Yeah, almost like, yeah, exactly. I think there's similarities.
Yes.
And because we're gonna talk a little bit more about that later, but August Holmgren is playing for Gentofte. So can we say that it's an elite club?
It's both. It's more than that. It's an elite club, and to be honest, I don't think it's really a club that has the size to have players like August, but it's just a joy to see him and others. We have Christian Seesgaard also, Emilie Francaeti. We have a lot of good players that really shouldn't be in a club like Gentofte, but it's such a good home feeling for them. They know everybody and everybody knows them. I think they're quite happy with playing for Gentofte. And I mean, they could find other bigger clubs to play at, but I think it's a good way to feel like home when you're playing at home.
So the club is making resources to help them out. Yeah.
Yes, we're trying the best we can. We have very limited funding. We don't pay our players to play for Gentofte. They choose to do that themselves. But we also include all the juniors, some of the talented, the ones that are playing for the national championships, our team players. But we also have room for recreational players, for grown-ups who wants to start playing tennis when they're 40. We call them never too late, and it's never too late. And you can, anyways, you can always come and have fun with playing tennis, and we include everybody. And I think that's the combination of having the really good to the very new. It's a good combination.
Amazing.
Yeah.
We can bring it up right away. I saw fantastic pictures from when August came home from Wimbledon, and you had like a welcome celebration party for him. Tell us about that.
We had to do that in almost 20 hours. We had to do it. So we were fortunate enough to have one of our sponsors from the Gentofte Open wanting to sponsor some champagne. Of course, it's Wimbledon, so we went out to bought strawberries and had champagne and strawberries for August, and a couple of hundred people showed up to celebrate him, even though it was rain all day. And the national television in Denmark came also and did a little bit live from there, and that's the kind of attention we're not used to in Gentofte. We just take every day slowly, good, take care of everybody, and then suddenly we have all this attention. It's amazing. It's amazing. And of course, it's a fairy tale for August.
Yeah, definitely. And you brought Gentofte Open up here, your future tournament in Gentofte, and you're the guy behind it.
Yes.
From what I have understand.
Yes.
Tell us about both the tournament, but also what why it's important for the club to have a tournament like that.
I'm the guy behind it, but it's the entire club. Of course, I cannot do everything by myself, but me and our head coach Jonas, we looked at each other when we saw the Danish tournament schedule with no pro tournaments this summer, and we thought, should we try and do it? And we agreed, and Jonas said, okay, Martin, if we have to do it, you have to do it. It's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I knew it was going to be a lot of work, and it was a lot of work, but it was worth it because all the feedback we get from players in Denmark, not only the Gentofte players, but all the Danish players who were able to join the tournament had a good time, and we had some who got their first ATP point, and that's exactly what it's all about. And we just, we got so good feedback also from the Swedish players playing, from French players, from Greek players, from all around. They thought it was, they had the same feeling as we have about Gentofte. They thought it was a very nice place to be, and everybody was friendly and smiling, and it was also professionally run, even though it was our first tournament. So we were very happy about that.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of work. Yes.
But it became good.
Yes.
And how do you wanna see that tournament grow and expand in the future?
Right now we are exploring different ways to go with it, and I think we found the way to do it. And it's not that we wanted to grow, like to take it up to challenger level right away, but in the future, of course, it could be nice. But we need the foundation of tournaments in Denmark, and also some tournaments that keep coming back year after year, like you do here. We want that in Denmark too, and that has been a thing that some clubs, some cities do a tournament, and then maybe next year it will be there, maybe not. We want to see that we can make sure that this happens every year for at least 5 or 6 or 7, and then we can lift it up to a high level. So we are talking to other clubs in Denmark too, who have shown interest in trying to be a part of it and see if we can do. And that's why I've talked to Lars here in Ystad also. He reached out to me when he saw the Gentofte Open and what it was becoming, and he said we should plan better next year, because having a week between a tournament in Gentofte and Ystad could be better planned, but we didn't know ours was going to happen until I think it was in the beginning of May or something like that. So
the plan is, or the wish is, to make it like a tour.
Yes.
Like 2-3 weeks in a row with Kobe, for example.
Exactly, yes. Yeah. We've already had a meeting with Kobe, and they are also interested in doing this. Of course, they're the biggest club in Denmark. Of course, they're interested. And they also want to help all the Danish players and all the guys who wants to try to make it as a pro. So, of course, they're interested. And also, we want to try to see if we can do it also for the women in Denmark.
Yeah.
But it would be a good idea to have more tournaments right around the corner consecutively. So if there's any other clubs in Sweden also, I think they should reach out to Lars or to me and let us plan, because I'm sure if we can come up with something good, I'm sure the ITF also would see it as a good opportunity. So we could have like a Nordic tennis tour or whatever. Because
right now there's no women tournament in Denmark, international.
This summer there has not been any.
No. That's a weak side. Yes. I mean, you have Clara, and I mean it's time to.
That's also why we want to do it
for the younger generations.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have some names. We have Holger, we have Clara, we have August, we have Elmar.
Yeah.
Yes, there are some very good players, some good names that we should not use them, but we could use their names and the flag they play under, a national flag from Denmark. We should use that to get some attention towards the tournaments. But we need some clubs, we need some people to wanting to do it.
Yeah. But I'm sure the federation is positive to these ideas, right?
Of course. I mean, I haven't heard any negative things about it. The thing is, there's obviously some funding that needs to be in place for all these tournaments. It's not cheap to have a tournament. The tournament we just did in Gentofte, the funding that is needed from the beginning is like 500,000 Danish kroner. So if we're thinking about doing 4, 2 for men's and 2 for women, that's quickly 2 million. Where does that come from? How much can the federation contribute with? I'm sure they want to contribute with as much as they can, but we need to go out and find the sponsors and also apply for ITF grants to help develop officials and stuff. And we did that in Gentofte also. But of course, the federation is interested, but they are also in a place where they need to see the clubs backing it up and seeing the people wanting to get involved before they will really start to believing that there's a room, there's place for this in Denmark also. Yeah. It's been a while since we had bigger tournaments in Denmark, so it's new to many people.
Yeah. exactly. And you're also coaching in the club, so you also
Yes.
have other things to do than
Yes.
arranging tournaments.
Oh, arranging tournaments is not a full-time job, but it has been for a couple of weeks now. But now we're getting back to every day, and everybody is coming back to practice tomorrow.
Yeah.
So and we've also had practice this week because the team matches in Denmark started this weekend. So
Okay.
I was out with team matches for close to 10 hours yesterday, and coming here today.
Now you're here.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's a lot of tennis, but
Yeah.
as long as you love it, and I've been in tennis since I was
Yeah.
6 years old, and I just love tennis.
Yeah, and you're also now a member of the Danish Federation's board.
Yes.
Yes. What do you wanna make happen in Danish tennis, or how do you wanna change things up?
I hope that I can have other people join the federation in making things better. And making things better is just, what is better
Yeah, I
to
was
you?
gonna
What
ask
is
you,
better to me?
Yeah,
But we need to look forward and try to invent new things. Tournaments like Gentofte Open and what's to come could be some of that. But we also need to look at how to engage the clubs, because the workforce and the visions are there in the clubs. We just need to pull everybody together and say, let's do this together, instead of one club sitting over here saying we're going to do this, and then another one is
you
doing
feel
basically the
it
same
is like
thing.
that now?
Right now it is like everybody wants to invent the same thing
Okay.
instead of pulling everything together. And actually there is a big meeting next month in Denmark established, where hopefully everybody who's interested in Danish tennis will join.
Yeah. From the outside, it seems like there's a lot of different clubs. Then you have Kobe as the biggest clubs. You have Leslie Foundation, and you have the Federation. So it's different hubs a little bit.
Yes.
Are they working together okay, or what's your feeling?
I mean, I will never be satisfied, I think, because I always think it could get better. But during the last couple of years, it's starting to get better. People are actually starting to talk together. And that is like mainly the thing that needs to be working for everybody, to find out what everybody is thinking about. Instead of just standing in a corner talking about someone who's not there, let's talk together. Let's bring everybody to the table, and let's see if we have the same idea, same vision, see what we can work together about, because there are some very good people in tennis in Denmark. We just need them to be working together.
And that's your task now, to make happen. No.
Also mine. That's all of ours.
I'm kidding.
Yes, and also, but the same thing is with Sweden. You could also say that Denmark and Sweden, we're so close.
Yeah.
We have tournaments. We have the players could share a platform of tournaments if we do everything right, and that's why it's so awesome when Lars reaches out to me because he sees Gentofte Open. It's just taking a chance, getting in touch with somebody. I mean, this could really be something good.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I have an idea with a Nordic television channel for tennis in the future. What do you think about that?
I think it would be amazing.
Yep.
I've been dreaming about doing one just for Denmark, but I mean that will be too boring in the long run. But
so let's involve the other countries as
Yes.
well. Yeah. Yes, that's an idea. I mean, from the outside as well, it looks like Danish tennis is better than ever now, with all these players that are doing well on high levels. You have some juniors as well, and so on. Is Danish tennis better than ever, would you say?
I think it's in a better place than ever. I don't know if it's better than ever, but of course, if you have both a gentleman in Holger Rune and a lady in Clara Tauson, who both are top 20 players in the world, it looks good.
Yeah.
But it's not like we're Italy, that a few years ago had 18 men in the top 100. That's not where we are. We have one at the time, and then August comes, and Elmar.
Yeah.
And Elmar is also, I think he's the same age as Holger. August a little bit older, went through college and stuff, but is shining like a big star right now.
Yeah.
And of course we enjoyed that in Denmark. But yeah, when you say it like that, I'm also thinking back in the days where Copenhagen was a big thing.
Yeah.
Most of the times the tournament was won by a Swede, Magnus Gustafsson,
Yeah.
and everybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was always, there was always I mean, there were
Sweden was amazing.
8 or 10 times more Swedish players in Copenhagen Open than there was Danish players.
Yeah.
And that was a Danish tournament. So,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
but I think we could easily help each other out.
Yeah.
From
Good to
just
hear.
doing the tournaments and maybe have them practice together also.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
In one way, Sweden is helping Gentofte out now with a new coach.
Yes.
Mattias Arvidsson, your new recruit.
Yeah. He
what-
just started a week ago.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and he will join the podcast
Yeah.
in a couple of weeks, I can say. But what are you guys hoping he will bring to Gentofte?
He will bring all of that Matthias is known for, being a good guy and a lot of tennis knowledge. Jonas Svensson, som is our head coach in Gentofte, knows Matthias from working with him in Helsingborg when Jonas was in Helsingør. So they know each other, and that's always a good thing, especially in a small team like we are in Gentofte. We are 5 coaches, and we have to take care of all the very good players, and we have to take care of everyone else also. And Matthias is bringing in the knowledge and the tennis expertise that Jonas needs to be able to also help players like August or Christian Sisker or Oscar Brostrøm, because we would love to help out the good players with supporting them with a coach for traveling, and that should be Jonas or Matthias. It could be both, and it's just important that when one leaves the club for a week or two, that all the expert knowledge is not gone.
No, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's congratulations to that new coach in your team.
Yes.
And if, let's say, there is clubs or leaders in Sweden that would like to get in touch with you about the tournaments or ideas, where can they get in touch with you?
They can find me on LinkedIn, or they could look me up on Facebook, or they could reach me through you or through Lars, whatever. I mean, we need all the collaboration, we need all the talks, we need all the input, all the valuable knowledge from everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not only for big cities or small clubs, it's for everybody.
No?
Yeah.
Great to hear.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you, Martin,
you too.
and we keep in touch for sure.
Of course.
Thank you for coming here.
Yes, you're welcome.